Oh, okay. So first of all, I always start out with the same thing. My videos are for entertainment purposes only. And let's roll. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I made a video for Behemoth Knives. I had the holidays and the shopping and the going out to eat and all those good times. Well, that's just way more important than making knives or any of that type of stuff. And so I remember it took me like about, I think when I say it was like to the end of January, I finally put a video on my other channel. And we're clear over in March. And I'm putting a video on this channel. So that just shows you like how much I actually care about knife making, huh? So, okay. Well, anyway, well, my old knife making channel, I did sell a few knives like I mentioned, but I often found that most of the time, the most views actually came from tool hauls, especially when I used to take trips to Harbor Freight. I'd show everything I bought at Harbor Freight, and I'd get like 1,000 views, 1,200 views. I mean, it was amazing. Everybody was more interested in tool hauls. Coffee here. And what I brought home from Harbor Freight than they imagined, you know, being interested in any of the stuff I made. So, anyways, I'm going to start out with some stuff that I got. And I've had this stuff a while now. So, first, of course, I'm going to start out with is my new respirator. I have an old respirator, but I got a new respirator. Where a new respirator to me kind of represents a new beginning. And probably 5 years from now, this respirator will still be in this package. So, it's just a basic respirator with a couple cartridge filters in it. And then over here we got a 3M P100 particulate filters. So I'm going to go ahead and more than likely use those quite a bit. I used to use the cartridge filters when I ground and did everything, but here I'm going to use just mainly these. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I got that. So machine chucking reamers. So, you know, I decided to get a set of these. You know, I just used to drill any old hole, and I was just kind of like thinking to myself, you know, I used to sit there and just kind of roll my eyes when my dad was teaching me how to do something, because man, it just takes like, you know, hours to learn how to use a drill press. But you know what? If I don't have the holes aligned properly in a work, it may not actually do very well because the holes will be maybe crooked. So I got these chuck, what are they? Machine chuck reamers, and I go ahead and I put these in, and I can go ahead and ream the holes. There's a little bit of a mess here. Wow, look at that. Okay, so here they all are. It's kind of cool, huh? Put that in a drill press and straighten holes out and stuff like that. I don't know how that was supposed to go. But anyways, I'll go ahead and find where all these go and get it put away right. I'm not going to do that here on camera. But let's see if I can get these squared away real quick, just these 3 or 4, without taking up too much of your time. Here's that. Here's that. There's that. Okay, there we go. Oop, there's that. Okay, good. We got it. We got this. We got this. I got this. Okay, cool. So I guess this is supposed to go like that? I don't know. Okay, so machine chucking reamers. So I got another little ditty. And, look at that. Now one of these days I might get an actual genuine Fordham, but this will work pretty well, I think, for what it does. I'll have to fire this thing up. So this is pretty cool. It's got a so what is this? Oh, it's like a little stepper dealie. See that? I can pulse that by stepping on it. Fire that electrical system up. Here's the actual flex shaft device here. It actually looks like it's pretty. Oh, Fordham. It says Fordham. Okay. So Vevor is the brand, but it says KO Fordham on the casing. So I don't know. Does Fordham make this? I don't know. That's pretty fascinating, though. See, KO Fordham. That's pretty fascinating. I remember the old. I used to be around when the old Fordhams with like the old chrome bodies were sold, and then I seen the newer Fordhams, and they're all like this. Kind of neat, huh? So here's the flex portion of it. So these are like I say, these have all been in here since since I ordered them. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Okay, there's a Chuck key, and look, it comes with a little bag of goodies here. That's pretty neat. And then here's the actual body for the Chuck, I should say. So what, that just goes on like that? Is that the case here? Okay, so there's some type of ball bearing detent. Is that? Okay, so here's this. Oh, I see how that is. See, there's like a ball bearing detent there. Okay, so let me line this. Let me see. There's a little hole or area down here. Let me line this up like that. Is this going to go on? Okay. Okay, and then it finds its spot there, and cool. So I guess I take this off by. Does this come off afterward? There's only one little. It's like a little ball bearing detent there. I have a tendency to do this off camera by accident. Well, I guess that's it. I guess it's on there. I guess it's on there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this stuff off. Maybe see if I can plug that in, and we'll see what it looks like. Huh? Pretty neat. Okay, so I got this plugged in. So there's a switch. So I guess the one. Whoa, that feels pretty. That feels pretty fast. There's the off. Okay, I see. So forward. This is forward. Okay, so that's forward. Middle is off. And then here is the reverse. So there it's going counterclockwise. Off. It feels pretty good. It feels like it's really getting it. And then forward, it's going clockwise. So, feels pretty good. Like I can hold that in the hand. Like I can grind a little or scribe a little bit. Pretty neat, huh? See that spinning? Cool. All right. So now over here, I got the pulsating, or the piece for the what do you call it, the pulse, the foot pulse. So this has a little a female plug on this end. So this is sort of a kit. I forgot what was in it. It's been sitting for so long, but that thing feels like it's pretty powerful. It feels like it moves really good. So let me go ahead and do this here. So I'm going to plug, so I take this in, I guess, and I plug this in over here. Okay. So I unplug it. Oops, wrong plug. So I plug this in over here. Like that. So I'm plugging it into the pedal now. Okay. I go over to this side and I go on ahead and plug that in. So now it's got power. So of course, when I'm guessing anyway, here's the pedal portion. Okay, so I'll turn it to forward. So now the power is on forward. So I guess it doesn't actuate until I set this I push this pedal down. I'll push this with my foot and oh, look at that! Check this out. Look at this. Look at that. See that? See that? See, hear the difference? Hear the difference? I'm letting up on the pedal slightly. Give it a slight move. Or just open it up all the way and let it scream. Look at that. That's cool. I'm cool. I'm glad I got that. That's going to be fun. That'll open up a whole new world. Now, another cool thing that I bought recently, I was kind of wondering about these, but I got just some basic stuff here. I got a It's just a bolt diameter thing. It just tells me bolt diameters and majors. So I got the millimeters and the, what is it, inch SAE. So I got the metrics, and then over here I can measure the SAE in. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, I also got some hardware. This is what I'm going to mount that with. I'm going to mount it with this. I'm going to put it up here on the top by the bookshelf, and I'm going to mount that, and I'm going to hang that off of that carabiner. So that's going to be kind of nice hanging off there, and I'll have it down there full time. I'll just get a clamp or something and lock that together. And you know, just like I say, I had a problem with, you know, probably what ended my knife making career, to me, just basically losing desire to even do the stuff, was probably absorbing this litter of cats. I know it sounds hilarious, but it's just I was like, you know, we got a litter of kittens out here. They're crawling in and out of the grinder. They're peeing on everything. You know, they're just making a mess, and it's like after a while, I come home from work, I'm exhausted, and it's like I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to go out there and smell the smells. It's just nasty. That's part of why I pulled this thing out and cleaned all the stuff. You should have seen the back. I have video. I just said not to show it. It's just disgusting. I cleaned all the waste from back there and sealed that in with the plexiglass. That way at least they could just make a mess on top. You know, one of them already barfed on top of the table. It's just, but it's going to be easier to work now because it's more organized. Threw a lot of things away. It's, you know, I got the table closable and sealed off, so now they can't get in it. Well, I did find one door open, so it's like I did think they figured out how to open the sliding door open. But these are kind of neat. I bought these, and hopefully it's money well spent. I'm hoping, I saw this diamond wheel, and is it diamond wheel? Is that diamond? It's for cutting. Well, it's for wood. Oh, wood cutting. Wood cutting. Okay, well, okay, cool. I'll have to get another one for metal cutting then. Well, anyways, this is a pretty cool concept. It's a Dremel, and what it is, it's a easy lock. So I got the easy lock arbor to go in that, or the collet. I call it an arbor. Anyway, let me open this thing up. So open this up here, see what it looks like. Yes, this thing goes on like this. I guess I pull this. Oh, I see. See, that comes up. So I pull. 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 Put that on there. Twist. And release. Oh, I see. See how that does? Isn't that cool? Look at that. That's slick. So you check that out. You pull that out. Okay, you see that? Is it showing up okay? You put that on there like that. You twist it, and then that other piece comes out and locks that in. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Cool. Okay, so let me get it's opened up here. It's kind of funny because there's no quick operating that chuck with that shroud on there. Gotta run the key. Okay, so we'll tighten that up like that, like that. And ooh, look at that. A lot of like little golden color stuff's coming off of it. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Okay, so I just wanted to share that, and I'm gonna unplug all this stuff and put it away. And I'll probably store this under the bottom side. then just hang it up and use it as I need it. And I'm not going to store it out. I'm going to just I'll curl it up and put it on one of my shelves down here and do it that way. Then of course what I always do is I always store my mask indoors, and the reason for that is that I've noticed in the past, whenever I would decide to say I'm just going to hit it hard and I'm going to come home after work with my butt dragging and I'm just going to go ahead and just grind, I'm going to be this hardcore grinder, I'm going to make a big old run and sell them, or I'm going to make a big old run and go to some show. And I always found out that shortly after doing that, I would always get a sinus infection or an upper respiratory infection. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I was getting that. Then I noticed, I seen this one knife maker, he always made a point in his video to pull his mask out of a drawer. Like he stored his drawer set and the mask in a drawer separate from the shop. I wonder, what if there's something to that? My dad and I were kind of talking about this. And he said, he says, yeah, it's because more than likely, and I'm not saying this medical advice or anything like that, this is just an observation that I made, that he made. He was telling me that, it could be that your mask is actually, your cartridges could be wicking moisture from the air, and it's kind of getting in there and hanging out and for a while, and maybe I'm getting sick from using that mask that was stored outside. And I noticed when I began to take my mask indoors and store my mask indoors in an environment where it's not exposed to the heavy temperature swings and dew points that we have here in the garage, I was actually able to grind and not get any type of upper respiratory infection. The upper respiratory seemed to just kind of magically go away, because I was storing my mask in a cool, dry area after use, and it was able to dry out instead of being out here where it would just kind of get wet with the condensation every morning from the temperature changes. So that was just an observation that I made that worked for me. But I decided just to get a new mask, even though my other mask works just fine. A new mask kind of represents a new start, so that's cool. But okay, well, I just wanted to go ahead and maybe add another video to the knife channel, and maybe soon I'll actually get out here and do some grinding. I mean, it's just I'm not, like I say, I'm in content creation. I'm not actually selling knives like I did, so it's just really, really hard to kind of motivate myself to come out and do this type of work now. So I decided just to kind of more or less maybe focus on the tools or the fixtures part, maybe making fixtures. There's a couple of tools that other knife makers made to make knives. I might try making that maybe. And me, for more so than anything, knife making is more of like a stepping stone to other types of learning about other subjects. It kind of leads to other things, There's a little bit of metallurgy in it. There's a little bit of engineering in it. There's a little bit of design in it. There's some art in it. And there's a little bit of a lot of things that are in it. And that's kind of why I wanted to get into it. But for a while I actually thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and pursue this as a full-time business. And I don't think that I would actually do very well unless I was actually running a factory. If I was running a factory, it would probably be much different. As someone just standing in front of a grind wheel all day, I don't think I would actually have any impact. It wouldn't be very, very financially sound for me to do that. But the cool thing about being a knife maker is I would be the captain of my own ship, so to speak. I get up and go to sleep when I want, and there's no boss to tell me when I have to be there. So that's the cool advantage of being my own boss. But it's just to me, just having a regular full-time job is better. So I just rather do that and maybe just dabble in the knives every so often, because right now I'm just not very motivated to get out and make something. But I got some design ideas in my head, and I might go ahead and maybe see if I can execute those designs and put them here on camera while doing it, so everybody can kind of see how I fare. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's been a while since I made a video, and I hope everyone's Christmas and holidays were good. And then, like I say, my Christmas is just more important than knife making videos, so I just decided to wait a long time until I came out here. Like I say, it was last video I made on my other channel was in January, and that was a long time going too. It's just the holidays were just more important. family's more important than making a YouTube video. So, but now I decided to come out here and I'll have some more time. I'll make some more for this channel and maybe put some things up. So, all right, well, enough of me going off, and decided to kind of cool how I can lower that and go partially speed, slow, or add to it. All right, so okay, and you know I always say this on my other channel: don't worry about the haters, just let the haters worry about you. All right, okay. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.